Chapter 1, Shoreline Solace. The salt-laced air was Clara's balm, the rhythmic crash of waves her lullaby. Since losing her brother, Ben, the sea had become her sanctuary, the one place where the sharp edges of her grief seemed to soften, even if just for a moment. Each night she wandered the same stretch of beach, the sand cool beneath her bare feet, the moon a silent witness to her pain. The quaint seaside town nestled between rolling hills and the vast, endless ocean had always been a haven for Clara. She and Ben had spent countless summers exploring its hidden coves, building sandcastles that were inevitably swallowed by the tide, and dreaming of adventures beyond the horizon. Now without him the town felt both familiar and foreign. She paused, her gaze drifting to the darkened water. Her hand brushed against the rough surface of a smooth gray stone she'd picked up earlier. Its surface was worn smooth by the relentless waves, just like her memories. She remembered Ben collecting similar stones, their fingers tracing patterns, stacking them into intricate towers on the sand as if trying to hold onto something fleeting. That memory struck her with a fresh wave of grief. Her eyes fluttered shut for a moment and she took a deep breath, trying to anchor herself. She focused on the sound of the waves, an unending, soothing rhythm. Inhale. Exhale. She repeated the mantra Ben had taught her, a simple technique for calming her racing thoughts. It helped just a little. The town was quiet tonight, wrapped in the hush of late evening. The only sounds were the gentle lapping of water, a lullaby of solitude. Most residents had long since retreated to their cozy homes, seeking refuge from the chill. But Clara found comfort in this solitude, in the vastness of the night sky stretching overhead, and in the persistent presence of the sea. She continued her walk along the water's edge, her gaze fixed on the horizon. The moon, a delicate silver crescent, cast a shimmering path across the water, leading into the unknown. It was breathtaking, yet each glance brought a familiar ache, and longing for something she couldn't quite name, some elusive piece of herself that seemed to have slipped away with Ben. As she rounded a bend in the beach, her foot nudged against something solid buried in the sand. She paused, instinctively cautious, then looked down. There, half buried and weathered by years of tumbling in the ocean, lay an old glass bottle. It was made of thick green-tinted glass, scratched and worn, the surface marred by salt and sand. Curiosity prickled at her, the kind that always surfaced when she was least expecting it. She knelt, brushing away the grains of sand to reveal the bottle's neck. It was sealed with a cork, though the material looked fragile, crumbling at her touch. Inside she saw a rolled-up piece of paper, its edges yellowed and frayed as if it had been through countless storms. Her hands trembled as she carefully pulled the bottle from the sand. She examined it closely, feeling the cold smoothness beneath her fingertips. Who had sent it? Had it been drifting in the ocean for years? Or was it something else? Something more intentional? With deliberate care she uncorked the bottle, the cork crumbling further as she eased it out. Inside, the paper was tightly rolled, sealed with a faint string. She gently uncoiled it, revealing a faded handwritten letter. The ink was smudged in places, the words slightly blurred, but the handwriting was elegant. Her heart hammered in her chest as she read the first line, "My dearest love." A shiver ran down her spine. The letter's tone was tender, intimate, as if it had been written with a trembling hand. Her mind raced. Who was this person? Someone who loved deeply, perhaps lost or longing. The letter was addressed to no one she recognized, yet the words felt strangely familiar, as if echoing her own unspoken feelings. A sudden wave of emotion surged through her, curiosity intertwined with a strange sense of connection, as if the writer's words reached across time and space directly into her heart. She clutched the letter tightly, feeling the weight of unseen stories behind those inked lines. She wondered about the writer. Were they still out there, somewhere in the vast ocean? Had they sent this message in hope of finding someone, anyone, to listen? As she folded the letter carefully and tucked it into her pocket, this discovery, small as it seemed, ignited a flicker of something long buried. Hope, maybe, or the possibility of answers. Perhaps this was a sign, a call from the universe inviting her to seek beyond her grief, to find connection and meaning in the most unexpected of places. Clara looked back at the moonlit water, the letter warm in her pocket. The sea had given her solace for years, but tonight, it might also be offering her something more, an adventure waiting just beyond the horizon.